Plaintiff LeBray Harris is a cosmetologist who did the defendant's hair. LeBray claims after she moved into the defendant's home, the defendant falsely accused her of trying to turn the property into a drug house, and she's suing her for unreturned property. Defendant Shidia Watson says the day LeBray moved in, she specifically asked Shidia to turn the house into a drug house. Shidia is countersuing for emotional distress because she claims after LeBray moved out, she tried to get Shidia evicted.
Start with you.
Okay, I've known the defendant for about a couple of months. I began knowing her from doing her hair, and we hit it off. We were close. We became acquaintances, so I felt comfortable with it. I asked her to move in with her on August the 16th. And when I moved in with her, I found out that it was not a good situation. She didn't have any furniture in her house, barely had groceries. When I came in the first night, I gave her niece, her son,
Let me
food.
stop you. You had a problem with her not having furniture?
No, but for what she's called me and what she's accused me of.
Okay. All right. I was just wondering because I would assume you saw it before you moved in.
No, I didn't see it before I moved in, sir.
You moved somewhere sight unseen?
Yes, sir. It was an emergency.
Go ahead. Next.
When I moved in, saw that, I came in and helped her with her groceries, helped her put soap, anything in the house.
Not
I
true.
ordered you have soap now because you stole my soap.
Ma'am, talk to me.
I ordered the cable and we watched TV. Then she went on to say that I wanted to turn the house into a drug house, Your Honor. I'm a cosmetologist. I make my money doing hair, nails, makeup. I don't need to sell any drugs.
You had a problem with her not having furniture?
No, but for what she's called me and what she's accused me of.
All right. I was just wondering because I would assume you saw it before you moved in.
No, I didn't see it before I moved in, sir.
You moved somewhere sight unseen?
Plaintiff LeBray Harris lived with the defendant, and the defendant claims the first day she was there, LeBray asked to turn the house into a drug house.
So what made her think that?
What made her say that?
Yes.
I
What
have
made
no
her
idea
think
why
that?
she would even say that.
Oh,
I don't sell
you didn't
drugs.
bother to ask?
Why she would
Somebody
say
accused
that?
you of being a dope dealer. You don't say, why you call me a dope dealer, girl?
Your Honor,
You just say, okay.
No, I just
Let me hear from you,
realized-
ma'am.
Yes, she met me because she used to do my hair. I just moved to Atlanta. I'm originally from Philadelphia. When she asked to come to my house, I just moved at my apartment. I just got back from Pennsylvania picking up my son. The very first day she moved into my house, she asked me if I could turn my house into a trap house. I explained to her that I was not turning my house into a trap house because I have a 3-year-old child. The very next day, Ms. Harris asked my 13-year-old niece if she can call a grown man who was over 30 years old on her Instagram because Ms. Harris had him blocked and did not want to unblock him. I explained to her that my niece was only a child and she was not doing
Did
that.
you ask her why she wanted to turn your house into a dope house? Once again, that's something people ask questions about.
Oh no, I did not ask her that.
Okay.
I mean,
You'll
that's
have
because
some
I
odd-
didn't have any furniture in there. But again,
Because you didn't have any furniture in
guess
there,
she
that's
thought
why
that
you
it
didn't
was a
ask her
free-
why she's
Yeah, I guess
asking.
that's right.
All
Why?
right, good enough. What we're suing about?
We're suing about because unfortunately I had to call the police on the 23rd because the defendant came to me on the 22nd, the night of the 22nd, and said that she needed the money that we agreed upon for the first early.
How much had you all agreed upon and what was it for?
$200 on the first of the month.
Pardon?
And that was to help her with rent.
200?
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's what I just offered anyway.
All
coming
right.
So the 23rd, I had to call the police because the defendant wanted me to leave out of the house. So I just left, but I left my things. She wouldn't let me get my things. So later on, while I'm waiting for my ride, she's like, well, how long is your ride gonna be? You need to hurry up. So I'm like, okay, I just have to call the police.
See, if you let her turn that to a trap house, you'd have had your money. Go ahead.
Your Honor, if I
Go
wanted,
ahead. You didn't say nothing. How much, girl? Yeah. I heard trap house, they should make about $2,000 a night up in here.
if I sold drugs, I would not need
Give me at
to
least
live with her.
$200 a day. Go ahead. You're supposed to be getting at least $52,000 a year. $1,000 a week times 52 weeks. Okay.
Your Honor, I don't sell drugs. So.
All right. No, you would have been getting it.
No.
Yes, you would have. Based on that calculation, you've been getting you $1,000 a week, $52,000 a year.
And I also would
It
have
ain't
lost
too
my
late,
son.
is it?
I also would have lost my son.
She says it's not too late.
It's-
She
No,
said
I
she
would
can bring the
not.
crack
I'm not doing
dealers
that.
over.
I'm not doing
She
that.
said she can bring them over now. It's still, that offer still stands.
You couldn't even sell
You
crack.
didn't offer enough money. Be quiet. You're not a good drug dealer. How you gonna pay $200 to use a month to use somebody's house as a dope house, having them dope fiends run in and out, and men in there packaging and hooking it up, got scales laying all around. Go ahead, ma'am. Let's get to the property. What did happen? This serious part.
When we went upstairs to go get my property, I did tell the police that it was 2 bins and a laundry.
Why'd you have to bring the police?
Because she wouldn't let me get my stuff.
Had you called her originally to get your things?
We were still at the apartment. This one we were still at the apartment. This
So
was
you
23rd.
walked out, and when did she stop you from getting your things?
Before I even walked out, she was like, "You can't take your stuff."
Okay, and that's why you went to the police. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So unfortunately, I
They
had to call
went
the
with
police.
you. Mm-hmm.
When the police got there, we went upstairs to go get my stuff. I took a picture. I have the picture of when I left out of her apartment, how my things were at the door. Just in case she did try something.
You put them at the door?
Yes, sir. I packed my things and put them at the door.
Let me see that picture.
The third picture is the bin that had majority of everything, clothes, money, all of that in there. My hair bag.
What did?
The third picture, it shows with the clothes coming out of it. And
This
that
one?
is, yes, sir.
You had all your money in there?
It had my savings in there.
Yeah, and you had your stash money.
And my hair bin.
You couldn't even re-up. You know dope dealers gotta have cash to go and re-up.
I am not a dope
Or if
dealer.
she got it fronted to her, she gotta repay. All right, ma'am, what do you tell me about her property?
Her property, I asked her to leave my apartment. I did. I have my son in there and my godchild and my niece. When me and her was talking, she was getting a little bit too close to me and she was using hand language. So I did ask her to step out my apartment because I did not want to fight in front of my child. That I'm my mother. I'm not doing it in front of him.
Got it?
She did put her stuff by the door. And I said, nobody's going to touch her stuff because that's just not what I am. I'm 22 years
Okay.
old. I'm not getting into all that.
All
So
right.
when she said, my ride is about to come get me. But before her ride left out, I said, you said you owe me $200. You was going to give it to me. She said, when my ride come, you will get the money. She kept repeating it and kept repeating it. I said, you know what? About legally, this is my apartment. Can you wait for your ride outside? You could take a picture and your stuff will be right there. She waited
didn't need
outside.
your permission to take
By
no
the time
picture?
by the time her ride came, which her ride never even pulled up, she was outside for like 5 or 7 hours. I got off of work at 2 o'clock because, like you said, she told you $200. I have proof here. She texted my phone and said, I don't even have the $200. I have $167 because I got to pay a phone bill.
Well, how long is your ride gonna be? You need to hurry up. So I'm like, okay, I just have to call the police.
See, if you let her turn that to a trap house, you'd have had your money. Go ahead.
Your Honor, if I
Go
wanted
ahead. You didn't say nothing. How much, girl?
Plaintiff LeBray Harris lived with the defendant, and the defendant claims the first day she was there, LeBray asked to turn the house into a drug house.
All right, let's see it. And what are you saying? You said you withheld, you wouldn't let her come get her property
No,
because she owes you
I'm not done.
$200?
She said that she was going to give me $200 for rent. When I asked her to step outside, I
No,
never
we're
said.
talking about the property
Yeah,
now.
the property.
What does
When-
the $200 have to do with her property?
I never had, her property was in my house. Her
Right.
ride was not outside. She went to stay in my house and wait for her
Ma'am,
ride.
I know all that. What
Her
does
property
the
was by my door.
Ma'am, be quiet. When I was asking you about her property, you began, and most of your answer dealt with $200. So that's why I'm asking you, what does the $200?
It had nothing to do with her
So why
property.
was that your response when I asked about the property? Because that's going to be your defense. She owed me money. That's why I didn't let her have her property.
She got her belongings.
Okay,
Did
she
not.
got
She
all
did
her
not.
things?
Yes, it's the police
I
report is
wouldn't
right
be
here.
here if I had all my things.
Just for some reason, instead of talking and giving me that first, you decided your entire answer would be about $200. Good enough. All right, you tell me about this. She says you got all your things.
I have the message that she's referring to, and it does state that that was gonna happen on the 1st of the month.
Let's see.
As far as my property goes, it was only one bin accounted for when the police and I went upstairs. One bin in the laundry bin. So all of my other things are in the other bin that she took. Her and her niece just went through whatever they wanted to go through and got all of my stuff out of
And
there.
that's not true.
You got any
my
proof
hair
that
bag
you
is
left
in there?
some? She acknowledged having it?
Yes, sir. It's right here.
Okay.
See that? Thanks.
You said she didn't have it. She said you took it all. And when did
Take
you move?
everything.
That happened on the 23rd. It happened on the 23rd of August. Yes, sir.
All right. I didn't run me my check. You costed that. Stop texting me, child, like I said. You got all your... That's her saying to you. You say to her, I'll skip down to the part that is most relevant. Too many people gonna do that. What y'all females like to say, period, LOL. In return, you should steal my... Where did she acknowledge that
Right here.
she still had
It's in
your
this one.
things? Y'all sure answered the wrong questions.
Yeah.
You say, all right, so my is still there? She says, I'm confused on what you're talking about. You got all your stuff yesterday. You circle where it says you didn't get your stuff, ma'am. I just asked you twice, did she ever say you didn't get your things?
No, sir.
Okay, so we were just wasting a little time like you did with the $200. All right.
Your Honor, the police report is right here. What she told the
Let's
police.
see it.
That sums it up right there.
What she told the
What
police?
she told the police is right there.
What's your emotional distress for?
My emotional distress is that after she left my apartment, my landlord threatened to kick me out because she went around telling my neighborhood, as you can see on this picture right here, that she do hair, she do music, and she was having a hair business and making my house into a trap house. She went around my neighborhood telling them that. She also went around giving giving men my address, having men come to my house to pick and drop her off. And people that would live next door to me, she called my neighbor and asked my neighbor if my neighbor could come to the house and record me and her fighting so she can have that video in her phone. After she left, it was also men around there asking me, am I DTF and am I down, like what she get into?
Good.
Well, you have any evidence of what you just said?
Where's that?
No.
Okay. Let me thank you for the police report, because in the report, after investigating everything at that time, it says the officer then advised Harris if she believed that Watson had her property, she would still need to take her to court. I'm going to grant her judgment because she has proven that what she is saying is true, and things I've heard from you do not amount to emotional distress. Judgment for the plaintiff, your claim dismissed.
You just went on live camera.
And
you look like a fool.
No, you look like a fool
because
that's why you don't have nowhere to live.
You look like a fool. What are you talking about? I'm living comfortably.
You have nowhere to
I'm living
live. I have my own
comfortably.
apartment.
That's none of your business.
You got nowhere to live.
Plaintiff Tawana Jamison met the defendant at church, and she says when he was homeless, she allowed him to move in with her. However, Tawana is suing because she claims she gave the defendant 3 loans, which he failed to repay. Defendant Gerald Dorsett admits that Tawana was a good friend to him, but he suspects she was interested in him romantically. Gerald has no idea why he's being sued because he insists he's been paying off the loans.
Start with you.
Yes, sir. I met Gerald Dorsett in church. He was the minister of music, and I was doing the outreach ministry. And abruptly, about a few months into the program, he had left. And then about January of this year, we got in contact with each other through Facebook, social media.
He left, why?
He had a falling out with one of the assistant pastors there, and he's just
You wanted to be the preacher? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. And so we got back in contact through social media, and that's when I found out he was homeless. He was living with a friend in another city, and he was pursuing a job opportunity in the city where we were from. So I offered to let him come reside with me and try to help him get back on his feet to stabilize, because I understand he had 4 kids.
How'd that work out?
Did not, sir.
No?
Did not work out.
You all didn't fornicate, did you?
No, sir. No, sir.
That's a sin.
I know the
Sex
saints said it.
before marriage is a sin.
It is.
Sex without marriage.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Plaintiff Tawana Jameson says she and the defendant were good friends who met at church, but the defendant believes Tawana was interested in him romantically.
Let me hear from you. Give me some background. Sir.
I met Tawana, yes, at the church, and I'm totally appreciative to
Look,
her.
he got the preacher's voice. He got the preacher's voice, but can't preach, obviously. They put you out. Go ahead. He tried to take the preacher's place. They got to you soon.
I
Yes,
really
sir.
wasn't trying to take the preacher's place. I'm just a musician.
You gotta throw that in there. Go ahead.
But from really what I feel like Captain Jameson, she's retired military, powerful sister. I really appreciate everything she's done.
You are Captain? All right, congratulations. Thank you for your service. All right. Captain. Very good.
So I appreciate her service. I appreciate everything she was doing for me. Everything was good. When we first got there for the first month.
At the church?
No.
After you got put out?
No. When I'm going to right when we.
Before you got put out?
No.
When?
Well, at her home. When
You
I
had been
moved-
put out by then?
No. I'm saying when I moved
You were
in.
still at the church?
No. I wasn't at the church at that time.
You got put out
Of the church?
by then?
Of the church?
Yes! What do you
Yes,
think
sir.
you're talking about?
I left. There were some situations there that
You
were
do.
taking
When
place.
somebody puts you out, you have to leave. But
No,
go
no,
ahead.
so-
You're right.
So
You
I
left.
met with
By no choice of your own. Go ahead.
I met Sister Jameson and
Why you leave then? Let's just get in
the
there.
church.
Yes.
The past I worked there for 3 months. I never got paid. There were some things that were taking place.
Nobody getting paid at the church. Where you been?
No.
I went to the wrong place to work.
No, sir.
They got everybody on the committee game.
What the Bible does
You
say.
head up the janitorial committee. You don't have to pay no janitors every night. That's right. Go ahead. Nobody gets paid at the church
Well,
but the pastor.
I had to leave to go somewhere to get paid. And so as I left, I was still, getting back on my feet, and we connected again. She reached out to me, and I really liked how she worked at the church. She was dedicated. She was retired, so she would put her money on the table to get things. We needed uniform for kids, things that I was doing. I
Good.
do community choirs and things like that. So
Excellent.
she bought her stuff. So when I shared her, I was in a dark place. So when we first got, talked about the situation, she shared with me that she wanted to help me. She helped me put paperwork, told me I needed to start writing my stuff down, and she was really helping me. But I believe that Sister Jameson may have liked me.
Where do you get that belief?
That's a lie.
Well,
Oh,
well,
The Lord didn't tell you because you have been put out. So where did you get it? The Lord didn't come to
it
you.
was still good. We were
All
still
right,
pretty
where
good.
you get that idea?
Well, because when I came back, I went home. The money that she helped me with, I didn't have my license at the time. I was Ubering and Lyfting. I was using a lot of money, so she blessed me with some money to take care of the child support. I got the license, everything.
But what does that have to do with her liking you or being interested
So
in
when I
seeing
came
you? Sounds
back-
like a good friend to me.
Yeah,
Go
yeah, so
ahead.
when I came
Sounds
back-
like she's living her faith.
yes.
Yes, sir.
That's real
Yes.
Christianity.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes. So when I came back home, I was a little sick that particular day, and I remember it because it was the Thursday before Father's Day weekend. I was getting ready for the event, and as I was sitting at the house, I said, listen, I'm not really feeling it well. When I'm there, I always help. Her mother was there at the time. I think I cooked that morning, and I did some things. And I said, listen, I gotta lay down. I gotta do this rehearsal tonight, so can I get some rest? I had to leave at 4 o'clock. About 3:30, I heard her outside, Gerald, get up, Gerald, you need to get on up.
Yeah.
And I let it go because I was like, okay, I got a little time, and next, about 3:56, was getting her, she came banging on the door, turn on the light, you need to get up, no, man, I said, Queen, I lost it because I really was sick, and I said, what is wrong with you? I said, I'm a grown man, and then she jumped into this fighting position like this, and blocked the doorway, and I stepped back. I was like, what that about? And when, I don't know how I got between her and the door, I must have been Rubber Man, I slid right through the door, got into the shower, left the house, went to the rehearsal, and I hadn't heard from her since then. We did do a contract. I was supposed to start payments in...
Maybe I missed something.
Yeah.
Plaintiff Tawana Jameson says she and the defendant were good friends who met at church, but the defendant believes Tawana was interested in him romantically.
My question to you was, what has she said to you to make you think she was interested in you?
Because of
and
the
you
way...
gave me this whole animated, poor man's preacher performance.
Because of the way...
All you've told me is that you wanted to sleep all day, and the woman said, no, ain't no man gonna lay up in here in the bed all day while I'm going out and going to work. Get up out my bed, because her bed.
No, I was sleeping on the floor. I was.
Oh, well, where you needed to be until you got you some money and bought you a bed. Go ahead, you didn't even have money to go and buy a blow-up mattress,
I bought him one.
They don't cost but $20.
Sir, I bought him a.
You bought him a blow-up.
I bought one. I bought one. So I didn't feel comfortable with him, you know, constantly. He was okay with laying on the floor, but I felt bad. Like I said, and I have supporting documents from
tell me about
statements.
the loans. Nobody listen
Okay.
to that. You ain't said one thing that you
Yes, sir.
indicated that you wanted. Do most of the women who want to get with you snatch you out of bed and fight you?
Sir,
Because that's what you just said
sir.
she did. Well then, that's
been
a clear
celibate
sign
for
that she
5
didn't interested in
years,
you.
sir.
She said, get up. If I was dating a woman,
you weren't dating.
Well, if I was living with a woman. Period.
Yes, sir.
And she came in there and said, get up, I would know she's not interested in me. Because if she was interested in me, she would say, are you ready to get up, honey? And I said, no, give me a few more minutes. I said, no, give me a little longer time. I think I want to stay in this bed a few more hours. Okay, honey. That's what would happen. You tell her you want to stay in there, you say she get her to a karate stand. That's not how women hit on you, sir. You obviously haven't been hit on before. Go ahead. Tell me about the money, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Originally, he did get a paying position at a church. And that's when I told him I would work with him. He would bring the money to me.
I got to stop you there. Is he still at that church?
I don't know, Your Honor.
You still at that church?
I am, sir.
Oh, my man, they let you preach every 6
No, I don't
months?
preach. I don't preach. Just go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. So
Got a job at a church.
Yes, sir. He has a job at the church now. So he brought me the money, and I paid the child support directly because he was
Tell me the amounts and when.
Okay. The first amount that I lent him was on May 20th, 2019, for the amount of $820.
Okay.
And that amount was to help him recover his traffic violations. And then the second amount was on May 29th in the amount of $1,972.
What was that for?
Back child support in the state of Florida for his children. And the whole concept behind that was when he go down there to his daughter's graduation.
You don't want to lock him up.
Correct. and I didn't want the little daughter, because I know how that feel, not having, you know, a father in life. So I wanted them to have a good time. And so on that date, when he started talking about, when I get my license, I'm leaving this country because I can make more money. I said,
make more money where? Doing what?
Externally in other countries. And that's when I said, well, let me do up a promissory note. And he signed it on June 3rd for those amounts. And I said, your birthday is coming up. And I even gifted him $500 of that money. And so, because I told him I would help him, you know, again, try to establish him. And so you just pay it back $200 a month. But on that date, he found out he needed another $899 to clear him completely to get the license. And so we verbally gave him paid it directly to the court. Again, never gave him the money. And so it was totaling up to $2,699 minus what he already paid. He did pay June the $160.
You sure put a lot of money in his pocket, and I can see why he might think that, because most folks are not used to seeing real Christianity. You're a real Christian.
Yeah.
You help someone with all these debts. That's living your faith. All right.
Plaintiff Tawana Jamison says she and the defendant were good friends who met at church, but the defendant believes Tawana was interested in him romantically.
$899 was the last loan?
Yes, sir. That was the last
Okay.
loan. But that was not part of the promissory note, and that's why we're
Let me
here
see
today.
your note. This was after the note?
Yes, sir.
After you had written the promissory note for repayment, you loaned him another $899?
Yes,
Is that
sir.
what we're saying?
Yes, sir.
And did he pay the note off, first of all?
No,
Let's
sir.
go there.
He was to pay $160 the first month and then $200 every month because he had the job with the church. And that's when the $899 came up, and that's when he said, no, that was a gift. I'm only paying what's in the promissory note. And that's when we fell out, and then I said, I'm done, just pay me my money. And that's when he sent me, and then on July 8th, he sent me a text message and said, don't worry about it, I'll have all your money to you real soon.
Let me hear from you, sir.
Well, I am paying up here my receipts for the payments thus far, Your Honor.
Okay, let's see his receipts, please.
And, only thing I didn't pay was today's amount. You know, as I started work, I said, listen, I'm just getting back. My father had a stroke.
Got that, but do you dispute the $8.99?
No, sir, I do owe it, but
Okay.
I just shared with her, they just give me some time, just starting out, but we've never spoke.
Got it.
We've
All right,
never
ma'am, he's not denying that he owes.
In the text message, he said, it's unfortunate we used each other, and that was a gift. That's what he said in the message.
He's not
And then-
saying that today,
Right,
so
and I told
maybe
him-
the new church is working.
It really is.
He probably told that lie under the old pastor.
Because that was a lying church.
And people saying, ooh, there are some lying churches.
Thank you.
And some lying preachers.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna grant you your judgment, ma'am, and I applaud you and your new church. What's your new pastor and church name?
Her name is Pastor L.K. Pendleton, the Road Missionary Baptist Church, or the Road United Methodist
Let me see, that's
Church.
her.
This is her book, and I think I gave one to Tawana. It was supposed to be.
United Methodists are a very activist church
Yes.
for equality and
Yes.
other progressive causes. I admire their work. Say you want to be married. No, you don't. I'm not giving this book away. That's just supposed to be the pastor tell people they don't want to get married.
You gotta read it. It's good.
All right, that's just a nice
Tawana really likes her, and she was like, I really like this pastor. It's a good
All
pastor.
right. Well, God bless y'all. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day. This for me? This for me?
That's for you, sir.
All right.
That's for you. Can I have a hug? Can I get a hug? Can I get a little love, dog? I love you. Oh, this the queen right here. I love her. I love her. I love her.
Jared, I just need you to, step your game up and go ahead and get the job and take care of your kids, because that's really what my heart is at, is for those young girls.
Awesome. Awesome. They miss you. I love you.